You are looking live at Kemmerer Regional High School football field where the Kemmerer Rangers and the Lyman Eagles are about to battle for their first regular season win of the season. Kemmerer is 1-0 technically with a forfeit win over Shoshone not Shoshone, I was thinking about the wrong school. A forfeit win last weekend. Kemmerer is 1-0, but they have not played an official game here in 2018. They are looking for their first win on the field. Meanwhile, Lyman is also looking for their first win on the field after a 28-22 defeat last weekend to Pinedale. Now, both teams looking to compete here. Both teams looking to get off to a good start on their season, For Lyman, it's all about regaining the composure that they had in that game. They had the ball with under 2 minutes to go, about a minute and a half, with about 55, 60 yards to go in order for them to defeat Pinedale, but they eventually lost 28-22, and that one could not get a drive together to end that game. So as we look off here, we are about 11 minutes until kickoff, and we are live here at Kemmerer with our Reese's Auto Body Shop pregame show. Now, I talked to both coaches before this game, and both coaches were certainly ready and amped up to get on the field and play a game, especially a game that both teams feel that they can win against each other. Kemmerer, a rebuilding program that is on the rise. Kemmerer has had some down seasons in the near future, but do not forget, just 11 years ago, they were state champions. So this team, do not sleep on them. They have a new assistant coach who coached here in the past, Sean Rogers, but they are head coached by Bart Jernigan in his second season here for the Kemmerer Rangers. Now, they will rely heavily tonight on quarterback Dawson Schramm. He is a junior, as well as A.Q. Martinez, the running back for the Kemmerer Rangers. Those two will be a huge duo tonight for the Kemmerer Rangers. Meanwhile, Lyman definitely looking to control the offensive line, as they have several seniors on their roster, but they're mainly a younger team, do not have a lot of returning starters where they can rely on depth per se. But both teams looking to compete here in week number 1. When we come back from commercial break, I'll break down more action on the Reese's Auto Body Shop pregame show.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
MyLocalRadio.com is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news, weather, sports, and community events. And that's not all. MyLocalRadio.com features thousands of photographs of Wyoming and Utah high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events, sports and activities, and much more. Check it out today and see what MyLocalRadio.com has for you.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
And we are back live here at Kemmerer High School, where the Kemmerer Rangers and the Lyman Eagles will compete for a win here in Week 2 of this Wyoming Class 2A football season. Both teams certainly looking to compete here and win here in Week 2. Just having some camera difficulties really quick. Just going to focus the camera a little bit more. Give us one moment as we prepare for this kickoff. Once again, first week of football for us, as we're not able to get it going this week, but we have everything going. So we're going to take another quick commercial break and then be right back for the Reese's Auto Service pregame show.
MyLocalRadio.com is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news,
Connor,
weather,
on the inside
sports,
there's
and
like
community
you see
events.
Where that green light
and
is
that's
on the
not
camera?
all. MyLocalRadio.com features thousands of photographs of Wyoming and Utah high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events, sports and activities, and much more. Check it out today and see what MyLocalRadio.com has for you.
Maybe.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
And we are back live here in Kemmerer High School, where the Kemmerer Rangers and the Lyman Eagles are going to play in a Week 2 matchup. We would like to once again thank our sponsors here in Week number 2 on MyLocalRadio.com. As we do that, I will wait for the national anthem. Let's see if I can get my main sponsors in here really quick. Tonight's broadcast will be sponsored by Plains Tire. Plains Tire, a great sponsor for us. Also a main sponsor for us is Wyoming Dental Specialties. Check them out in Evanston, Wyoming. Auto Farm, Castle Rock Chevrolet, the dealership for you. Definitely a dealership I would go to buy my car. I actually did buy a car from them recently. So a great service there. MyLocalRadio.com, where this broadcast is being held. Obviously, we are a sponsor for this broadcast. Rocky Mountain Sign and West Star Printing, 2 great services. If you need anything printed, if you need a schedule or something printed, definitely go to them to get anything printed needs for your broadcast. And also a sponsor, Evanston Regional Hospital. Evanston Regional Hospital, definitely the place to go in the Wyoming area. Experts in every single field you will definitely be taken care of in Evanston Regional Hospital. And finally, Rocky Mountain Yeti, another great dealership in Evanston. They have locations all across Wyoming. Check them out if you are in need of a Jeep or a Ford vehicle. Thank you once again to our main sponsors for tonight's broadcast. Once again, we are in the bleachers tonight for our camera, so pardon the heads in the way, if you will. Is if the parents are standing in front of us, we will not be able to do anything about that. We cannot get them to sit down, but we're going to work with what we got as Kemmerer enters the field. Our Reese's Auto Service pregame show is just about wrapping up here as head referee Mike Earhart out at midfield tonight, ready to bring the captains out and do the coin flip for tonight's contest, a contest that is highly anticipated between these 2 schools. Both schools just going over the sportsmanship policies that is a must here in Wyoming. And as we do the national anthem, I will take us to break. When we return, the start and kickoff of this match.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
One in 5 Americans suffer from allergies found in indoor air, which can be up to 5 times more polluted than outdoor air. 307 service experts can clean the ductwork in your home and improve your indoor air quality. On average, over 15,000 house fires annually cause 300 injuries and 30 deaths, started because of clogged dryer vents. 307 service experts can clean your ductwork, making it safer. Whatever you need, whenever you need it. 307 service experts, just one call to fix it all. 307-789-6716.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same day and next day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
And we are back live here on mylocalradio.com, just about to get kicked off here as both teams looking to get their first win of the season on the football field as starting lineups are being introduced. Hey, Connor, point the camera down. I don't want any of the bleachers on the other side. Does that make sense? You're good. That's good, Connor. All right. Just getting our cameras set up here as the Kemmerer Rangers introduced to their home crowd have a healthy amount of support from the Lyman Eagles on the other side of the field here. Both teams being introduced into this opening game for Kemmerer, opening home game for Kemmerer. Remember, they did not get an opportunity to play last week. Because of their forfeit victory. All right, we are just about to get set here and kicked off. Pardon me for the delays as I get our cameraman set up here. Student volunteer Connor working for us from Lyman, traveling with the team, is working our camera, so I'm just getting that set up with him as we await the opening kick of the 2018 home season for Kemmerer and the second road game in as many weeks for Lyman as they travel both to Pinedale and to Kemmerer in their opening weeks. Once again, I'll mention the Kemmerer Ranger football head coach is Bart Jernigan. Assistant coach is Sean Rogers and Brian Crosland. And if you're familiar with Wyoming football and you're wondering, hey, where have I heard that name, Sean Rogers? He used to be the head coach here at Kemmerer, and he is back for his first season, now back with the Kemmerer Rangers after some controversy, I guess you could say, is a light word. After some difficulties in the past, he is back here at Kemmerer Regional High School. So both teams about to get started here. Looks like Lyman will kick off to a Kemmerer. Both teams ready to get going here, as are we on mylocalradio.com. Kemmerer to receive the opening kickoff of this football game. Lyman back to kick. That one is booted up in the air, short to the 25-yard line. Received by Kemmerer, taken up the sideline, breaks a few tackles, and he is down at the 40. So Kemmerer immediately starting at the 40-yard line, as that was number 12, Josh Thatcher, on the return for the Kemmerer Rangers. So the Kemmerer Rangers looking to get this season underway for them. Once again, they had the forfeit win last week against Saratoga, who could not field a full team. Kemmerer Rangers, 11:53 on the clock here in the first quarter. This scoreboard is sponsored by Benedict's Market and True Value in Mountain View. It is taken up the right side and just short of a first down on the first down carry. Let's call that a gain of 9. So immediately, Kemmerer working on the ground. And that carry is taken up the middle, and let's see where they spot this ball. And they're going to give Kemmerer the first down on that one. So Kemmerer quickly, 2 plays in, gets 10 yards, just a little over 10 yards, and a first down. So the first down of this game goes to Kemmerer Rangers, using that ground game immediately here. As Lyman fans might remember, last week at Pinedale, they could not stop the running game on the first 2 possessions. They scored on both of those first 2 possessions. As this run goes up the middle or up the gut and does not get anywhere. Gain of maybe a yard there. Kemmerer lined up. 1 receiver sent all the way out wide. And this one sent back up the middle on another run. And that one will gain about a yard there. So we have a 3rd and 8, maybe a 3rd and 7 here at their own 45-yard line, at the Lyman 45-yard line, excuse me. Kemmerer looking to convert on a 3rd down, the first one of the game for them. This is Eagles defense looking to defend here. A little bit of emotion there before the run's going to come up the right side and get stuffed there. Great stop by Lyman right there. I believe that was number 54, Hanson Bradshaw. And that is a 4th down now. So let's see if Kemmerer goes. This is that in-between territory at the 42-yard line. Kind of right around, you're not going to kick a 59-yard field goal in high school, but do you punt it and sacrifice the yards, or do you just go for it and say, we'll give you the ball at the 42 if you don't convert? And it looks like, as of right now, they're lined up to punt, as the lineman will jog back to receive. Dropped, muffed, and somehow able to get it off was the punter there. This one goes up, and able to avoid it there was number 8, Alex Bradshaw. Almost ran into it. Would have been a disaster there had he touched it, because there were 3 Kemmerer Rangers right around the ball. But as it stands, it will be Lyman football at the 12-yard line. Lyman with the ball, 9:07 to go in the first quarter here. And let's see how they do in their first drive of this match, this game. They're going to run it up the right side and not able to break the tackle right there. And a gain of maybe a couple there. That was a run by number 11, Brendan Martin. Gain of a few. Looks like about 2nd and 8 at their own 19-yard line here for Lyman. Lyman in the huddle here as the clock ticks on. Coach Dale Anderson said to me before this game that the offensive line and holding your position at the offensive line was going to be one of the most important factors. And this one goes over the quarterback's head. It's going to be received at the 1-yard line by number 11, Brendan Martin. Are they going to call this one a safety? Let's see. Kemmerer fans definitely think so, but no, they're going to say that Brendan Martin was actually tackled into the end zone. So they're going to give him forward progress being stopped, and they'll get the ball at, looks like the 1 or 2 yard line. So way backed up again. And if you remember, if you're a Lyman fan, if you were at that game or you heard about it, Lyman gave up a touchdown and a safety last week on snaps over the quarterback's head. So definitely something they need to work on in practice, and they have been working on, but unsuccessful here as another snap goes over the quarterback's head. Brendan Martin back to throw it. First pass of the game, and that one's a nice hit by the Kemmerer defense right there. That was number 27, Blake Palmer, going up, but he was disconnected from the ball there as that was number 15 on Kemmerer. Coulter Brunsky, the junior, making a serious hit there. So Kemmerer will punt from their end zone now, 4th and 24. And do we have a flag? Yes, they're going to call an illegal shift or a false start on the Lyman Eagles. So you have the ball at your own 2-yard line, so it's going to back it up a yard, but even further back into their own end zone will be the punter here trying to kick this one to Kemmerer. No room for error here for this punter to get this ball off. He does, skies it to the 30, charging, and they're going to let this one bounce, and maybe unlucky for Kemmerer there as it rolls out of bounds. That was number 84 on Kemmerer, Carson Carlson, as the coach, Bert Jernigan, goes out and talks to him and say, hey, you got to catch that ball. Lyman, the benefactor there, gets about 14, maybe 15 yards there after the ball rolls on the ground and out of bounds. And as it hit at about the 30-yard line and rolled back to the 40, let's call it the 46-yard line. Another run going to come up the right side here, quarterback handoff. And this one's going to gain them about 2 yards to the 44-yard line. So Kemmerer definitely pounding the rock here early in the first quarter, looking to run the ball. They got one first down after a 9-yard rush on the first play of the game, but otherwise have been stifled, so that Lyman defense certainly looking to come up big and stop this Kemmerer rushing offense. Kemmerer 2 back in the backfield. Fullback right behind the quarterback. He's going to toss it right, and a missed tackle there in the backfield, and he's running up the sideline, and this is going to be a touchdown, Kemmerer, as he cuts back across the middle of the field, and that's the first touchdown of the game there from Kemmerer. The Kemmerer Rangers strike first. They are on the board. A halfback toss to the right that a broken tackle is able to get by. And I believe that was number 3, A.Q. Martinez, on the touchdown scramble there. The touchdown run from Kemmerer. Not sure the exact distance on that one. That one might have been 44 yards, if I'm not mistaken. As Lyman looked like they had him in the backfield. There was a one-on-one position there and could not make the tackle in the backfield, and he went straight up the sideline, cut back across the middle of the field, and found himself in the end zone. So Kemmerer Rangers, after that extra point, put themselves up 7-0 here about 5 minutes into this game. So when we return from commercial break, we will be back to action on mylocalradio.com.
Sometimes when you're shopping for a vehicle, you're not sure what you want, so you drop by and look at all the options. Other times you know exactly what you want. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, you can call us or schedule a test drive online. We'll have it ready when you get here. We're here to help you get exactly what you want on your schedule. So whether you want to browse or pre-schedule a test drive, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet is here for you. 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
MyLocalRadio.com is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news, weather, sports, and community events. And that's not all. MyLocalRadio.com features thousands of photographs of Wyoming and Utah high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events, sports and activities, and much more. Check it out today and see what MyLocalRadio.com has for you.
So another slow start here for the Lyman Eagles, as on the second possession of this football game for Kemmerer, they pound this one into the end zone. 44-yard rush there by Kemmerer. A scamper up the sideline after a missed tackle in the backfield. A.Q. Martinez, too quick there. On a need to receive it is the Lyman returner there. That was Richard Brewer. Goes down on a knee to receive that punt, or to receive that kickoff, and when he picked it up, he was on the ground, so the play is dead. Remember, we have college football rules, if you're not familiar with high school football, in that if you are down, you do not need to be touched. You are down, and the play is over. Lyman will start with the ball at the 19-yard line after that kickoff. In the shotgun. They're going to take it. QB sneak up the middle, scrambles. Still not down as he plows through the middle of the line, and that's going to be about a 4-yard rush there. That was Brandon Martin once again, the quarterback, the senior quarterback, in to run that ball. Gain of about 4 on that play. Sets up a second and manageable now. Lyman back to take this snap now. This one's also going to be a quarterback run. Brandon Martin cuts back across the middle of the field, had one tackle to break, could not. If he broke that tackle, he would have been running for ages. And that one, let's see if they give him the first down. It's awfully close, and they might be a yard short. Yeah, they're going to say 3rd and inches here, as Lyman so close to getting their first down of the game. But as the clock ticks down midway through the first quarter here, both teams looking to use that running offense to power them to a victory here. Only one pass in the game so far, and that came from Lyman out of their own end zone. This one's going to be taken and rushed straight up the middle. This time it was number 12, Hagen Lamoureux. And Lyman, their first down of this contest, after last possession was derailed by a snap over the quarterback's head that went into the end zone, where they were able to get it down at the 1-yard line. Lamoureux goes back, receives direction from the head coach, Dale Anderson. Back in the shotgun once again. Lyman loves to use the shotgun formation even when they're running the ball. This is going to be a handoff to Brandon Martin. Brandon Martin up the middle. Going to try to cut it to the seam, and that's a gain of about 3 yards there. Take him to the 37-yard line. 2nd and 7 from their own 38-yard line. Lyman trailing 7-0 in this contest after a 44-yard touchdown run by A.Q. Martinez of Kemmerer on the second possession of the game. Kemmerer stands have filled in here rather nicely at this contest, as it has the Lyman visiting side. Plenty of fans. As that run is taken up the right side, almost looked like a broken play there, as Hagen Lamoureux took the ball, spun in a full 360 there, looking for somebody to hand the ball off to, but the running back, Brendan Martin, went the opposite direction, so he decided, I'm just going to take this thing. He ran up the seam, and it's going to be a 3rd down and 4 at the 41-yard line. 45 is the yard line to gain here for Lyman. Lamoureux back at quarterback here. 3rd and 4 for Kemmerer. He'll take the ball. He's going to use his blockers, put his hand on the back, and try to push forward. And let's see what the spot is, as that is going to be about a yard short there. Ran into his own offense there was Lamoureux. Put his hand on the back and tried to just push him forward and run behind him. But unfortunately for him, Kemmerer right there to make the stop. That was number 40, Hayden Walker, able to overpower the offensive line there. That was number 72 on Lyman, Briggs Richards. That was not able to overpower the Kemmerer defense and was pushed back. So about a 4th and 2 here. Let's see what the Lyman decision is. Looks like the punter is going to stay on the side of the field, so let's see if they're going to go for it. Out of the shotgun. It's going to be a run straight up the middle, and he's going to get a 1st down and more. He'll go to the 49-yard line of Lyman, and a 1st down there for Lamoureux. And Lyman's first down of this contest is successful there. Lyman looking to compete here, looking to get their first win of the season. They trail 7-0 as the first quarter winds down here. Lamoureux back behind the center again, and he will maybe gain a yard on that play, but not much. As that offensive line push, not enough for the Lyman Eagles right now. As Lamoureux, that's been several times in a row where he's just taken the ball and decided to run straight through the gut. But the Kemmerer defense holding strong, not letting that offensive line push them back. And there's just nowhere for Lamoureux to go, especially right up the middle with all those blockers trying to push each other down the field. Let's call it a 2nd and 9 here. Might be even a 2nd and 10. Back in the I formation, now a single back. This one's going to be taken by Lamoureux. He dodges across midfield and into Kemmerer territory. He'll get to the 48, and it's going to be a 3rd and long here for Lyman, as not successful there on 2nd down. About a 3rd and 7. Line to gain is the 41-yard line of Kemmerer. So they're about a 7.5 yards shy here. Dale Anderson, let's see what he can dial up. Let's see if a pass is in order here. One pass tonight, and a good hit dislodged the ball on what was otherwise a good throw. This one's going to be a run to the left side and stopped, and no gain there. Ball comes out, but it looks like he was down before the ball popped out, and yes, he was. But it will be a 4th down after that loss of about a yard there. That was a run from Richard Brewer. The handoff, not successful there. No room to run. Tried to cut back towards the Lyman sideline. Unsuccessfully on that play. 4th and 7, about 8 here, as we wind under a minute to go in quarter number 1. Let's see if this is actually a punt or if Lyman will line up. And it's going to be a fake up the sideline, and this is not going to be successful there as he is crunched. The punter took it and decided to run up the sideline unsuccessfully. Met with 3 Kemmerer defenders right there. Laying down the big hit was Quentin Rosas. He is a freshman, so the freshman laying down the law here in Kemmerer in the first quarter with the big hit, and it's a turnover on downs 7-0 Kemmerer, the ball at midfield. Possibly the last play of the first quarter. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and no gain on that play. Maybe a gain of a yard from Kemmerer. That run unsuccessful. So a lot of just one-step drop from Kemmerer in a handoff. Not much to the offense right now, and that's credit to Lyman as they've been able to stop him except for one play. So that's going to be our first quarter here in the books, and Kemmerer Rangers 7, Lyman Eagles 0 after one quarter. Both teams looking to reset and get back to it here in quarter number 2 when we return on mylocalradio.com.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
And we are back here in Kemmerer, where both teams will look to get started here in quarter number 2. Kemmerer leading 7-0. It's going to be a handoff near side, trying to cut it back across the middle of the field unsuccessfully. No gain on the play, as Lyman was there expecting another run. Going to be a 3rd and 9 here for Kemmerer. This is a run taken up the middle. Going to be a gain of about 2 yards there, and it will force 4th down. Kemmerer on 4th and 7 here will send a punter back deep and look to give the ball back to Lyman here. Let's see if they fake it, though. That's what Lyman did to give the ball to Kemmerer on this possession. Quentin Rosas back to punt. Barely is able to get it off, but he does. Taken by Lyman. Going to be escaping one tackle, but up to the 25 is where Lyman will regain possession here in quarter number 2. Blake Palmer on the return for the Eagles. Ball at the 25-yard line here to start this 3rd possession of the game for the Lyman Eagles. Unsuccessful first 2 possessions of the game. Snap taken a little low. Brandon Martin runs to the sideline. Can he get there? He does. He turns the corner. And let's see where he was pushed out of bounds, / tackled out of bounds at about the, looks like about the 28 maybe, possibly 27. And let's see what we got here as we got a timeout. So we'll take this timeout with the coaches and return on mylocalradio.com.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
And we are back here in Kemmerer, where the Rangers and the Eagles trying to compete for their first win on the field. Kemmerer technically 1-0, but they got a forfeit victory last week, so this is their first game action. Maybe a little bit more fresh than Lyman, per se. Did have some JV games and a scrimmage preseason, but this is their first official regular season game. Snaps taken by Brendan Martin. He's going to run up the right side and see where he is tackled at about the 28-yard line. So another 3rd and long here for Kemmerer, for Lyman, as that Kemmerer defense just not allowing anything for Lyman. Might have to start passing the ball soon, as head coach Dale Anderson looks to dial up a big play, just as Kemmerer did early in that first quarter. This snap taken, run up the right side, hit by a Kemmerer defender, and he's going to be stopped for a gain of maybe a yard, but at the 30-yard line is where he will lay, and a 4th down here for Lyman will force it back to Kemmerer. Lyman faked the punt last time, so Kemmerer a little bit more cautious in their defense this time around, but at their own 30-yard line, I don't anticipate a fake on this possession, as that one bounces to the punter. A sky-high kick straight up in the air. That one's going to land at the 48 and roll backwards and take a Lyman roll all the way back to the 33-yard line of Kemmerer. So once again, the ball hits and rolls about 15 yards in Lyman's favor. So another possession here for Kemmerer, where they will start above their own 30-yard line. So field position, a big battle here early in this match, in this game, where Kemmerer has had the advantage and Lyman has kind of been pushed back on their own side of the field, especially after that first possession in which the ball went into the end zone and was able to be taken out of the end zone at the 1-yard line by the Lyman quarterback after an errant snap. Lyman defense running around here. Kemmerer under center. Quarterback, he's going to pitch it to the right side, near side. Here comes the running back. He sweeps by a defender. Little excuse me play right there and goes right by him. That's number 3, A.Q. Martinez, already with a long touchdown run today. Almost pulled off another one, as he had about one more defender to beat after this one, and he would have been gone again. So Lyman able to make the tackle, but not before a gain of 11 and a first down. Under center once again in this pistol formation. This one's going to be handed up the middle. Lyman read it well, though, and that's a gain of maybe a yard, about 2 yards there. Out to the 45-yard line of Kemmerer, and it will be a 2nd and 8. Jackson Peacock with the stop there for Lyman. I do not have the advantage of having a spotter this season, so pardon me if my numbers are a little slow or if I'm slow giving credit to the defense. It is hard to keep track of offense and defense, and once again see the numbers. This one's going to be thrown out and almost bobbled, almost lost by Kemmerer, and that's going to be a loss of about 5 yards there. Kemmerer's lucky to retain possession, though, as the quarterback flipped it out, and he flipped it behind the running back. A nice scoop there by A.Q. Richards to keep possession of the ball, but this errant lateral goes backwards about 5 yards, and it's 3rd and 13. See what Kemmerer dials up here. Once again, Kemmerer is not throwing the ball in this game almost midway through the second quarter, so don't know if they have an option to throw it here, but let's see what head coach Bert Jernigan draws up. Once again, Bart, second-year head coach, and he will actually call a timeout for this critical 3rd down at their own 41. We will take a timeout with the teams when we return on mylocalradio.com. We have a crucial 3rd down play.
MyLocalRadio.com is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news, weather, sports, and community events. And that's not all. MyLocalRadio.com features thousands of photographs of Wyoming and Utah high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events, sports and activities, and much more. Check it out today and see what MyLocalRadio.com has for you.
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you ought to consider making your next dental appointment with Dr. McKay Frankham. One patient said, "The best experience I've ever had at a dentist." Other customer comments include 5 stars plus. And not only is Dr. Frankham the best dentist I've ever been to, but I can actually afford to have dental work done by Dr. Frankham. Make your next dental visit a 5-star experience. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910.
And we are back here at Kemmerer for a big third down here. Ball goes off of the blocker, and it will be another loss here. Another loss of about 5 or 6 on that play, as another pitch, another sweep to the outside. But this one hit the blocker standing in the pistol formation on the right side and fell backwards. Luckily, the running back able to scoop that one up. That was number 12, Josh Thatcher, with the scoop there. And he hopped on top of it. A 4th and 15, so after a 2-yard gain on first down, they go backwards 7 yards, and it will be 4th down. Back to punt is Thatcher. Line drive kick over the head of the Lyman defense. Running the opposite way is Blake Palmer as he receives it. He'll run up the sideline. Going to be a penalty, possibly a holding on Lyman here, as 2 players go to the ground. That was Lyman number 9, Carson Ellis, and a Kemmerer defender who went to the ground. Possibly a holding on one of the teams. See what the official call is. Yep, and they're going to call holding on Carson Ellis there. So as they back up this play, Kemmerer pushes Lyman back, way back into their position, into their own field position once again. This drive will start at the 12-yard line, it looks like. So Lyman will need to go 88 yards if they want to score this ball and get into the end zone and even this one up. Let's see if they've got it in them. Snap taken, rush up the right side, up the seam. It's going to be about a gain of about 4 there. So 2nd and manageable here for the Lyman Eagles. Head coach Dale Anderson going with the heavy run offense, as you will see from the Eagles this year. Out of the shotgun is Lyman once again. It's going to be a run up the middle and a gain of about 2 there. So get it to the 20-yard line. They are 3 yards short of a first down. It will be a 3rd and about 3. 3rd and 3 at their own 20-yard line. So Lyman looking to at least get 1 first down here and push the field position back in their favor, as they have been working out of their own end for most of this contest. In the shotgun formation once again is Lemereau. He'll try to cut back towards the middle, and he's going to be stopped, and no gain on 3rd down. It's going to be 4th and about 3 once again. So interesting decision here for Dale Anderson once again. Does he go for it way deep in his own territory? The run game has been successful at times, but nothing really big coming from this offense so far. No breakout plays as Kemmerer had. Lyman's lined up to punt once again, deep in their own territory, and he gets it off. This punt's going to go and bounce at the 45 and take a bad bounce for Lyman. This one's a bounce back towards their own side of the field. And for the first time tonight, that punt does not go the way they wanted. Call it about 20 yards there on the punt. And Kemmerer will start at their own at the Lyman 39-yard line. So Crucial time here for Lyman defense. 4:44 on the clock in the second quarter. As they look to make this game even wider of a deficit for Lyman. Once again, out of the pistol back formation. That's 3 back in the backfield. Going to be tossed on the outside. This one not able to turn the corner there. And that's stopped by the Lyman defense. That was Josh Thatcher looking to find the edge and turn that corner. Could not. Lyman defense swarming in the backfield. Able to stop that play before it went anywhere. It's a loss of about 2 yards there. Kemmerer 2nd and 12 here at their own 40, at the Lyman 41-yard line. Not much variety in this Kemmerer offense. They're just going to line up in the same position each time and say, can you stop us? I don't think you can. And that's a huge stop there from Lyman. That was number 11, Brendan Martin. You've heard that name before. He played some running back and some quarterback in this contest. He goes both sides of the ball, and he makes a huge wrap-up tackle there and slams the running back to the ground there for no gain on the play. 3rd and 11. About 11 and a half here to get the first down. Let's see if it's 4-down territory, 2 for Kemmerer, as they have the ball at the Lyman 40-yard line. Tough to say if they would go for it here, depending on the down and distance. This one's going to be back to throw, it looks like, up the sideline. And is it picked? It is not. It is dropped through the hands of number 67, Jacob Woodland of Lyman. So that's the first passing attempt of the game from Richard Brewer. Or, excuse me, that was the Lyman roster I was looking at. Cameron Adams, the first passing attempt of the game. Unsuccessfully, too. Let's see what they do again here. 4th and 11, they might be too long for them, so they're just going to try to pin Lyman deep here. This punt over the head, and he's going to be taken at the 2-yard line. And that's not a good decision there from Lyman. That player caught the ball at maybe the 1-yard line, and instead of letting the ball roll into the end zone, he tried to field it and run with it. He gets nowhere, and he is stopped at about the... See where they spot this ball. They're going to spot her about the 5 or the 6-yard line. So not a good decision there. Maybe some inexperience as he caught the ball going back on his own 1-yard line and tried to return it. The old saying goes, you got to know that you're going to pop a big one off there if you're going to catch it anywhere inside the 10, let alone inside the 2-yard line. Maybe just not knowing where he was on the field there. Because that one looked like it was clearly going into the end zone. Lyman, let's see if they can go 95 yards here in 3:10. They have a couple timeouts. They have all 3 timeouts left in this first half, so they have plenty of time. Ball on the ground once again. Let's see who hopped on it. And it's going to be Lyman ball, as that was number 11, Brendan Martin, hopping on the ball rather quickly there. But a loss of 2 on the play will put the ball back at the 3-yard line once again. Did not see if that was a bad snap or a bad handoff. Not sure what the problem was, but Dale Anderson not liking it. He's going to call a timeout. Please join us when we return. 2:53 to go in the first half. Kemmerer up 7-0 in this contest.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
Some folks say that life can be measured in seasons. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston, we have vehicles for every season. From new to experienced drivers, we understand that safety, affordability, and great mileage are always on the must-have list. So whether you're just starting out or it's time to expand your fleet, we've got every season covered. Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. Stop in today, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
Lyman back at their own 3-yard line will take this snap here and try not to go backwards any further. Snap taken in the end zone, back to pass, going to be a fade up the middle of the field, and that's intercepted. And up the sideline, that's going to be returned. Can he make it into the end zone? He cuts back over the middle of the field. Did he get in? And they're going to say yes, that's an interception return for a touchdown. That is a Kemmerer touchdown. An ill-advised throw there up the middle of the field and returned up the sideline. And he was met at the end zone, but able to pound that one in. Another touchdown for Kemmerer here off of the mistake of the Lyman quarterback there. Not an ill-advised throw, to say the least. That was number 12, Hagen Lemereau, the senior, dropped back in his end zone, threw basically a jump ball up to the middle of the field. His receiver didn't even turn for the ball, and unfortunately for Lyman. And this one's blocked on the extra point. Did it go in, though? No, it fell just short. So the extra point, no goods, but it is 13-0. Kemmerer leads here early, or late in the first half, 2:43 to go. Lyman, let's see if they can put some points on the board before the half, or go in trailing 2 scores at the half. When we return on mylocalradio.com, Lyman getting the ball back.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
Back here at Kemmerer High School, where the Lyman Eagles not able to get anything going. As on their second passing attempt of the game, that was a jump ball thrown up to the middle of the field by Hagen Lemereau. And that was intercepted and returned for a touchdown. Close call there on the touchdown, but he was able to just lower his shoulder and hop into the end zone. That was number 4. Dawson Schramm on the return. Had a return of 20 or 22 yards, I believe, there on the interception, as he was able to jump on the jump ball and return it. This squib kick goes straight up in the air, and is it recovered by Kemmerer? Let's see what the call is. I can't really see it on that side of the field, and they're going to say Kemmerer recovered this kick. That is an onside kick. Turns into an onside kick on the squib kick there as the ball went straight up into the ground. Pop took a funny bounce, and the Kemmerer defense was jogging after the ball, and the Lyman defense was jogging after the ball, and Kemmerer, sprinting up the sideline, was able to pick it up just before it went out of bounds. And they're going to say Lyman will not get possession of this ball, so Lyman, it looked like we get the ball back, but not to be. And quickly, Kemmerer a chance to put this game possibly out of reach as we head into halftime. Ball at the Lyman 32-yard line. Fumbled snap and recovered by the Lyman quarterback. But recovered by the Kemmerer quarterback. Sorry about that. As that one will be no gain on the play. But they still have possession as we creep towards 2 minutes to go in the first half. Lyman just not working anything at all, as Kemmerer scores an interception return for a touchdown, and then immediately gets the ball back on a squib kick that no Lyman defender went after, and Kemmerer was the quicker one to the ball, and they were able to receive. This is taken and a double reverse up the right side, and a nice tackle there in open field by the Lyman defense. That was Hagen Lemereau not wanting to make it another huge mistake here. Keeps Kemmerer off the scoreboard for now, and it's a 3rd down. So this is a big play for your Lyman, trying to hold Kemmerer off the scoreboard once again, go down into half, maybe just 13-0, and try to get some offense going in the second half. Kemmerer with the ball at the Lyman 26-yard line. 3rd and 4. Line to gain is the 22-yard line. 2-man in the backfield. Going to be a pitch to the outside. Can he turn the corner? Yes, he can. He has up the sideline. Diving towards the pylon, and is he in? Yes, that's another touchdown for Kemmerer, and they quickly have extended their lead to 3 scores. The pitch went up the sideline. He had one man to beat. He made a dive for the pylon, and he got in. That's another touchdown there from Kemmerer. And if I'm not mistaken, that's the 2nd touchdown of the game from A.Q. Martinez. Another big run. This Kemmerer running back just has the speed to not be stopped. Kemmerer leads 19-0 here just before halftime. And when you think it could not get any worse for Lyman, it has in a hurry. After the last extra point was blocked, they're going to go for 2 here and try to get up 21 points. Would not be surprised if we saw a run here. Let's see how Lyman counteracts that. Pitch to the outside, to the right side, and he breaks a tackle, thrown, flung, and into the end zone. That's going to be a 2-point conversion. So Lyman looked like he had him stopped. It broke one tackle, and the second tackler actually threw him into the end zone. And Lyman just not working out tonight on the field for them. The Eagles trail 21-0. We will take a commercial break right before halftime. When we return, the Eagles trailing the Rangers 21-0.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Well, 1:11 to go here in the first half. Quarter number 2 has belonged to the Kemmerer Rangers as they have put up 14 points here in the last about a minute, little over a minute of this first half. And that's a similar story for the Lyman Eagles, where Kemmerer has scored 14 this week. Pinedale was able to put a touchdown on the board and really changed the course of that game right before the half. I believe they went down 75 yards right before halftime and scored on Lyman in last week's contest. So Lyman struggling to get off the field here on defense as they will try to head into the locker room down just 3 scores. See if they can get the ball back here as this squib kick is taken. Actually not taken. Now it is received by Lyman. He's going to run it up the middle, and he is about to be tackled at the 21-yard line. So a return of about 8 there for Lyman as the ball squirted past the deep man, and he had to go turn around and chase it before picking it up. Clock is running right now. I don't think it should be. No one seems to be saying anything. So as the clock rolls, that might actually help Lyman. They might just want to get into halftime here. 34 seconds to go in the first half. Let's see if they just run it and try to get into the locker room. And that's what they will do. Run straight up the middle, not going anywhere. Gain of about 5 or 6 on that play. So with 22 seconds to go, the clock stops for a second. Interesting clock management there. 14 seconds to go. Let's see if Lyman gets off another snap on this Kemmerer defense before halftime. As we tick down to end the first half here, Brendan Martin takes it up the right side, and he's going to gain about 5 yards. That'll be a first down, but the end of the first half, and that's how it will end for Lyman in the first half. 21-0. The Rangers looking to go 2-0 for the first time in a long time. Lyman looking to do a lot different here in half number 2. They trail by 21. When we return on mylocalradio.com, we will have a mini halftime show and then get back to action in the second half. Lyman kept off the scoreboard in half number 1. Kemmerer puts up 21-14 in the last 2 minutes of the half. So as we return, Kemmerer 21, Lyman 0.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. Something I've really enjoyed as a dentist over the past 20 years are the lasting friendships that I've formed with many of my patients. My staff is really great, and we try hard to make sure that every patient feels a warm welcome. It doesn't matter if it's your first visit or if you've been with us for years. Every patient is welcome and always appreciated. Our goal is to provide the best dental care possible at reasonable rates. Please call us today to schedule your appointment at 307-789-8910.
Go Red Devils!
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
1 in 5 Americans suffer from allergies found in indoor air, which can be up to 5 times more polluted than outdoor air. 307 service experts can clean the ductwork in your home and improve your indoor air quality. On average, over 15,000 house fires annually cause 300 injuries and 30 deaths, started because of clogged dryer vents. 307 service experts can clean your ductwork, making it safer. Whatever you need, whenever you need it. 307 service experts, just one call to fix it all. 307-789-6716.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Well, if you're a Kemmerer Ranger fan, you are excited about this football game right now, as they now lead 21-0 at the break here in half number 1, in between half number 1 and 2. 21-0, including 14 points in the final 3 minutes of that half. Certainly has changed the complexion of this game. Head coach Dale Anderson and his squad are off to the corner of the field. They don't have a locker room here, but they're huddled in the corner and just watching from across the field. Dale Anderson is very animated, to say the least, about his team. As we set the scene for those just joining or rejoining us here, 21-0 Kemmerer leads. Yes, you are hearing that correctly. Kemmerer is leading 21-0. They're already 1-0 on the season after a forfeit victory last week. But this week they were trying to get up to 2-0 for the first time in a while. As Kemmerer Rangers, as I mentioned though, do not just count them out. Just give me 1 second here. Hey Connor, can you zoom in on the Lyman? Sorry about that. Just telling our cameraman, asking him to zoom to that sideline to illustrate my point. Coach Dale Anderson looks like his team is about to hop back out on the field here with 5 minutes to go before we restart the second half and restart action. As let's just set the scene for some of you that are rejoining us / joining us once again. Kemmerer, off of 2 huge runs, one late in the first quarter and one late in the second quarter. They have over 100 yards rushing in tonight's contest. They have 122 yards from my tally, as Lyman not able to really move the sticks that often. They have 44 yards of rushing and no yards passing, as they are 0-2 passing. Haig and LeMareau throw an interception for a touchdown. That was returned for a touchdown for Kemmerer. So 0 for 2 throwing the ball, and meanwhile Kemmerer just doing the same thing. Kemmerer has only thrown the ball once, and that was nearly picked off by Lyman, but went incomplete. So both teams really relying on running the ball in this contest. Kemmerer right now has the advantage at 142 yards, I believe. Yeah, my tally says 142 rushing yards. And those mostly supplemented from a 44-yard rush in the first quarter, late in the first quarter, that put the first score of the game on the scoreboard. A 44-yard rush that was a sweep to the outside, a pitch, and one broken tackle in the backfield, one missed tackle where he swept right by the defender, and then he had one man to beat up the sideline, and AQ Martinez just too fast for that Lyman defense. He dove for the pylon, and he got in. And then the second touchdown of the game, as I said, throwing from his own end zone, Hagen Lemereau went back, threw a jump ball, received by Kemmerer, and picked off at the 22-yard line and returned all the way into the end zone for an easy score for Kemmerer. And then Kemmerer actually wound up getting the ball right back. They squib-kicked the ball, and no Lyman defenders were quick enough to it. And the Lyman rushers running down the field were able to dive on it just before it went out of bounds up the sideline. So they got the possession right back after scoring and quickly put it back in the end zone for a 21-0 lead after they went for 2. Their second touchdown, they had the extra point blocked, but the final touchdown of the first half, their third score, they went for 2 and were successful. So 21-0 is the score. A lot of action in the first half if you're a Kemmerer Ranger fan. Not much if you're Lyman, as they were not able to move the sticks. About 2 minutes to go here as the Lyman team, the Lyman Eagles, kind of standing on the sideline. Cheerleaders are on the field for Kemmerer, so they don't want to be rude. Dale Anderson not looking too pleased. He's trying to get his team out on the field, but they're just kind of all standing on the sideline. We're about 2 minutes away from kicking off here in the third quarter. You have to forget if you're a Lyman Eagles fan, and you have to remember if you are the Kemmerer Rangers, as they will try to continue that momentum that they gained, especially late in that first half, and use that to propel them to a victory tonight. This halftime and pregame show today was brought to you by Reese's Auto Service. Reese's Auto Service, right out of the Lyman area, a great place to go. If you have any need for your car, if your car breaks down on the side of the road, please call them and get them. They will help you in anything that you need. If you need any interior, exterior fixed on your car, anything wrong, they will open the hood up, take your car in, and give it a good look at fair prices. I talked with them earlier this year. One of the best in the business over at Reese Auto Service. So Reese Auto Service, thank you for sponsoring our broadcast once again. The pregame and halftime show brought to you by Reese's Auto Service. If you have any car needs, please go to them. Once again, sorry for the camera issues. We are in the bleachers. Our camera is connected to us in the bleachers. There's not enough room in this tiny press box. New field here at Kemmerer, but a tiny press box. So there's not enough room, so our camera is in the bleachers. So forgive us for any fan interaction in those shots. Lyman will head back out on the field here as we get set to go here in the third quarter of action. 21-0. Lyman leading Kemmerer here. Kemmerer leading Lyman, sorry about that. Kemmerer leading Lyman, and Kemmerer will kick off to start this third quarter. Kemmerer received the opening kickoff, was not able to score with it, but they got the ball back and scored on their second possession. Lyman has not scored yet tonight, but they will look to do so, and hopefully in better field position than what they've been working with, as several times they've had the ball inside their own 10-yard line. One time they received a punt at the 2-yard line and picked it up instead of deciding to let it go into the end zone for a touchback. We're just about set here, and the kick will go deep over the head of the Lyman, and It's scooting around on the ground, picked up just in time there by Richard Brewer, and he's able to scoot his way to the 16-yard line. So almost another disaster there for the Lyman Eagles to start this third quarter off. That is shocking, to say the least, as Richard Brewer ran a full 360 degrees around the football before picking it up just in time, as Kemmerer was almost there to once again receive a kickoff that they kicked off. Not sure if I've seen that twice in any game that I've ever seen of football, where a team recovers their own kick 2 times in a game. Hasn't happened yet in this game. Lyman hopes it doesn't happen. This snap taken, run up to the right side, and that's going to be a gain of, let's see, it's going to get about to the 21-yard line. So a gain of 3 to open the second half here for Lyman. Looking to produce a better second half than they did the first. 2nd and 7 will be the start for them. Ball on their own 21-yard line. Calls for defense from the Kemmerer crowd here. That snap is taken, going to be rushed up the right side, pushed off the blockers. Is he kept up? Yes, they're going to say he was kept up, and he pushes his way to about the 26, 27-yard line. So they are about 1-2 yards shy of the first down here, and a crucial third down to open this second half for Lyman. That was Williams on the stop for the Kemmerer Rangers. Lyman, 3rd and 3 here. A short 3, looks like maybe 2, but they have it on the scoreboard as 3rd and 3. No flag there. It looked like Kemmerer had jumped offside, but no need, as that one across the 30-yard line to the 32, and that's a first down for Kemmerer, for Lyman, as Kemmerer not able to hold them on 3rd down. So Lyman already off to a better start in the second half than the first, as they pick up a first down on their first possession of this second half. Lyman getting back in the shotgun formation. 2 blockers set up wide in the backfield on the right. That's Hagen Lamoureux. Does another 360 spin, and look at this Kemmerer line is going to push him across the 35 all the way to the 38-yard line. Looked like he was stopped maybe for a gain of 1 or 2, but he was in a pileup, and some of those offensive players from Lyman just started to get behind the pile and just started pushing, and he gained about 4 or 5 on that play. So that's a second and manageable here for Lyman. Their offense already off to a better start than it was in the first half. Line to gain for Lyman is at about the 42.5-yard line, so call it a 2nd and 5. This ball going to the right. Going to use the blockers, and he's not going to get that far. He'll get about just shy of the 40-yard line on that run to the 39. It's a gain of 1, and it'll set up another big third down here, as it is about 3rd and 4. Call it about 3rd and 4. It's again the first down lines in between the 2 hash marks, so 4, 4.5, however you want to call it. Lyman takes the direction from head coach Dale Anderson. Lamoureux tells his huddle what play to call here. Back in the shotgun formation, 2 blockers in the backfield, set up on the left side. See if they run it that way. And they do. Taken by Brendan Martin. He's going to try to cut across the outside. Does he make the corner? Does he get to the corner? He does. Makes a dive for it as the pylon goes down. Let's see if he gave him a first. Way on the other side of the field. Tough to see. Not sure what the call is originally, and they're going to call it They're going to call a 4th down here, maybe by a chain length. 4th and inches here for Lyman, and not surprisingly for Dale Anderson and his team, they are going to go for it. Might as well. You're 4th and inches, 21-0. You're trailing. Trying to get at least a yard here and gain this 1st down. Kemmerer inching towards the line. Run straight up the middle, and that's going to be another 1st down for Lyman. Powering his way through that defense. That was number 11, Brendan Martin, lowering the shoulder and making a dive. He gets to the 45-yard line. So Lyman trying to put together a drive here. First 4 minutes gone here in the 3rd quarter. As that is their 2nd 1st down of this drive. I believe they had 3 1st downs in the entire first half, so 2 on this first drive of the second half, starting off well. Lamoureux hands it off, cutting to the outside, and not able to get too far. Gain of, looks like no gain on the play there, as they're going to spot him at the 47-yard line. The run not successful there, Brendan Martin. Kemmerer quick to move to the sideline, not let him turn the corner and find some open space. 21-0 here. 7:30 to go in quarter number 3. Lyman looking to get on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. Lamoureux is hit from behind as he does another spin around there. Unsuccessfully. He gets it to just shy of midfield. Let's call it the 48-yard line, so a gain of 1. On 2nd down there, we'll bring up a 3rd and about 8 or 9 on this one. Call it a 3rd and 8 here for Lyman. 5 minutes gone in the 3rd quarter. 7 to play. Lyman trying to put together a drive, trying to keep this drive alive and convert on 3rd down once again. 3rd and 8. Kemmerer swarming the line. And this one's going to be pushed up by Brendan Martin. He's going to make it to the Kemmerer side of the field at the 47-yard line. But he is still shy of the 1st down. So he went for it once on his own side of the field. That was 4th and inches. Let's see if Dale Anderson goes for it again here on the Kemmerer side of the field at the 47-yard line. About a 4th and 4 here. 4th and 3.5, maybe 4 yards. So let's see if his team can get that pushed from the offensive line and gain 4 yards as they're going to go for it once again. Dale Anderson, the risk taker for Lyman. Spin around after the quarterback takes the ball. He's going to be pushed. Can he get there? And no, he will not. He is stopped at the 45-yard line. Or actually, they might give him forward progress to the 44. But he is still shy. So, yeah, they're going to give him forward progress to the 44-yard line. He needed to get to the 43, however. And that is a 1st down for Kemmerer on a turnover on down. So, Lyman put together a little bit of a possession there, but not able to sustain it long enough. Once again, that pass offense and lack thereof coming back to bite him there, as on 4th and 8, there's not that much you can call. 4th and 6, rather. There's not that many things you can call, especially when the other team is expecting a run, as they saw. Kemmerer now looking to advance this score. That's going to be a run up the right side. Tackle broken, and he's going to gain about a couple yards after it looks like he was stuffed in the backfield. Wrapped up by number 53 of Lyman, Colin Rogers, the senior, not able to bring him down, and he gains 2 yards on that play. So the speed of Kemmerer, a little bit too much for Lyman so far in this game. Second and 7 here for Kemmerer. Ball right near midfield at the 48 of Kemmerer. This one's going to be lateraled up the side. Is it a fumble or is it down? And they're going to say no, that was a forward pass, incomplete. lucky there because that one's almost directly sideways, but they're going to say that ball, it did advance up the field about a half a yard or so, and after the receiver dropped it, that ball is dead. So 3rd and 7 there could have been a crucial mistake as Lyman looked like they were poised to pick it up and run an empty 45 yards into the end zone. That's the thing, though. Right now, as of right now, maybe the broadcaster jinx about to happen. Kemmerer not making mistakes. Lyman's had several mistakes early in this first half where they've given the ball away or been deep in their own territory. Kemmerer hasn't had any mistakes, really. That's going to be a handoff up the middle. He's going to get to midfield and be stopped. So it will be 4th down there with the ball smack dab midfield. Let's see if head coach Bart Jernigan wants to go for it or if he will punt and try to pin Lyman deep. About a 4th and 5 here. Line to gain is just inside the Lyman 45-yard line. So we'll need about 5.5 yards here. And there is nobody back to punt, so it looks like Kemmerer will go for it with the ball at midfield. I don't know about this decision. With 4:18 to go, and they're going to call an offsides here, and that might give them a 1st down. Let's see what the call is. Kemmerer got Lyman to jump, and yes, that's an encroachment from Lyman. 5 yards. Let's see if it gives them a 1st. And yes, it will. So on a 4th and 5, a critical error for Lyman. They jump off sides, touch the Kemmerer defense, the Kemmerer offense, and that's a 1st down. So Kemmerer looked poised to go for it, and Lyman gave it to him. 4:14 to go, clock moving here in the 3rd quarter. Run taken to the left side, tackle broken, looked like a block in the back there from Lyman and from Kemmerer, and there's going to be a flag on the field, so let's see if the official right in front of us saw that call just as we did. Let's see what the call is. I'm anticipating a block in the back here as it looked like the blocker on the outside let the Lyman defender get around him, and then he pushed him from behind. And yes, that is going to be the call, so correctly identified there. And this one's going to push them way back onto their own side of the field. A 15-yard penalty from the spot will put it back at the Kemmerer 46-yard line. So once again, the line to gain is all the way at the Lyman 35-yard line. So a 1st and 20. 1st and 19, rather. So they didn't spot her all the way back at the line of scrimmage, 10 yards back. That's a run up the left side, and it's fumbled, and Lyman will take over. Lyman gets their 1st turnover of the game on Kemmerer. That was number 12, Hagen Lemereau, steals that one from Kemmerer, and Lyman will take over. Lyman Eagle possession inside the Kemmerer 40-yard line. That's the first bit of action here for Lyman. The strip, I'll take that, please, and move up the sideline. Luckily for Kemmerer, the running back able to grab Hagen after he stole that one from his arms and keep him from running in the end zone. But Lyman will get the ball back here at the 38-yard line of Kemmerer. So our first turnover of the game for the Kemmerer Rangers. See if Lyman can get points off this turnover. Kemmerer scored off of an interception earlier in the first half of Lyman. Martin with a gain of a couple yards there. Let's call it a gain of 3. So 2nd and 7. Ball at the 35-yard line. Lyman needs to get points on the board quick here as we are running out of time here in the 3rd quarter. This snap taken by Lemereau. He runs up the middle, up on the sideline, up on the seam rather, and he's going to get that ball to the 26-yard line and a 1st down for the Eagles. I say first down. Let's see. They haven't moved the chains yet. Looked like a clear first down, but they're going to say that, yes, now they're going to move the chains. So a little slow on the chain moving there, but eventually they do call it a first down. So Lyman trying to get this into the red zone for the first time tonight. Lamoureux back in the shotgun. Brendan Martin takes it. He's going to run it up that seam right up the right side. And here comes a bunch of linemen. Linemen. Yes, a tongue twister there to get behind the pile and just start pushing forward. It's a gain of a few more yards after it looked like he was stopped there. So once again, Lyman just kind of run it up the middle, and then if you're not involved in the play, get behind the group and start pushing. See if we can gain a few more yards. And quickly, it is a 2nd and 2 here. That's a gain of 8 on that rush from Brendan Martin. So after only gaining 44 rushing yards in the first half, Lyman is up to 51 here in quarter number 3. They already have 4 first downs. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Snap taken once again, run up the seams, and they're going to say, yes, another first down for the Lyman. First down number 5 of this third quarter. They have controlled the possession of this quarter for almost the entire third quarter. Kemmerer had the ball for about a minute before they fumbled it. It was taken away by Hagan Lamoureux on defense. Ball is at the 14-yard line here, so in the red zone for the first time tonight are the Lyman Eagles. This snap taken. He's going to cut back towards the middle of the field. Lamoureux, can he get in the end zone? He is just shy. He will get tackled at the 2-yard line, but yet another first down for the Lyman Eagles. A 1st and goal for the Eagles here with 1:30 to go. Head coach Dale Anderson jumping up and down on the sideline. He is sensing a score, and they get a 12th man on defense on the field. There's going to be a penalty. Can they get in the end zone? Push from the goal line. They're going to say, is he in? Let's see. Let's wait for the call. They're going to say he's just shy. Do I see a penalty flag on the field? Yes, I do on the near side. Can't see it on the camera, but that's going to be a 12th man still on the field from the Kemmerer Rangers. He was running off to the side of the field, but he was jogging, and the Lyman offense quick to see that the defender was running off the field, and they will call that penalty. So they will take that penalty since they didn't get into the end zone. They will take the first down. Ball will be at about, it's tough to see from this angle, but let's call it the 2-yard line maybe? Maybe inside the 2. So quick thinking there by Lyman to snap the ball before that Kemmerer defender could get off the field. And they'll have first down and goal at the 1. Still in the shotgun formation. He's going to run up the middle. Does he get in? Look like he got in. Touchdown, Lyman Eagles! That's a touchdown, the first of this game for the Eagles, and they're on the board. 21-6, Kemmerer leads. That was Brendan Martin overpowering the Kemmerer defense, and he plows it into the end zone. 21-6. Lyman trails with 1:06 to go here in quarter number 3. And let's see, as they line up for the extra point, they're going to go for 2 here. And that one is sent straight up in the air and incomplete. As the ball goes down, I don't know if that bounced off the chest of the running back or what, but that ball went off of his chest and straight up into the air. And he was quickly tackled. So Lyman, I don't know if they don't trust their field goal kicker. Not sure the story behind that one, but they went for 2, did not get it. So it is 21-6 here after the Brendan Martin touchdown, plowing through that defense from the 1-yard line. He dove in the end zone, had enough, and just extended the ball over the plane. So Kemmerer allows a score for the first time in their season. Once again, they got a forfeit victory last week, so they did not actually take the field and play. So that's their first point surrendered of the year, officially. Kemmerer back to receive this kick as Lyman receiving instruction from head coach Dale Anderson. will go back to kick. That, a 38-yard drive from Lyman there after Hagen Lamoureux, maybe the play of the game for Lyman, stole the ball from the running back of Kemmerer and ran up the sideline before being tackled. That kick sent deep, and that one will roll into the end zone. So that's a touchback here for Kemmerer, as they had 2 men deep, and they both let it go in between them, and the ball rolled into the end zone, which makes it dead here in Wyoming football. So the ball at the 25-yard line. 1:06 to play in quarter number 3. Lyman looking to parlay that big stop on defense and score into another one here and get themselves back into this game. So we got a game here late in this third quarter. That run is going to be sent up the left side. Gain of about a few there. Call it to the 30, 31-yard line, it looks like. Or actually, excuse me, out to the 21-yard line. Sorry, the angle is deceiving for me here, as the players on the sideline were blocking the hash mark. .31 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. Possibly the last play of this quarter as Kemmerer lines back to snap it. This can be taken up the middle. A couple of Lyman defenders there to make the stop. That was number 11, Brendan Martin, the touchdown scorer for Lyman, to make that stop. And it will be third down as the clock winds down here in the third quarter. See if Lyman will let it go. They will. Kemmerer trots to the sideline, holding their fist up for the fourth quarter. And we have ourselves a game, folks. It's 21-6. Lyman trailing after 3 quarters, but quickly on the board trying to make this a game. A big third down when we return.
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you want to consider making your next dental appointment with Dr. McKay Frankham. One patient said, "The best experience I've ever had at a dentist." Other customer comments include 5 stars plus. And not only is Dr. Frankham the best dentist I've ever been to, but I can actually afford to have dental work done by Dr. Frankham. Make your next dental visit a 5-star experience. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910.
MyLocalRadio.com is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news, weather, sports, and community events. And that's not all. MyLocalRadio.com features thousands of photographs of Wyoming and Utah high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events, sports and activities, and much more. Check it out today and see what MyLocalRadio.com has for you.
We are back here for a huge third down in this game. One of those game-changing plays right here for Lyman defense. If they can get off the field again, potentially, and get the ball back, chance to make this a 1-score game. Kemmerer trying to keep the drive alive and run some more clock off of this fourth quarter. That's going to be a run taken up the right side and stopped right away from that Lyman defense. And Lyman has forced a 4th down. Let's see what the decision from Bart Jernigan is. He tried to go for it last time, and Lyman jumped off sides, encroached on 4th and 5, and gave Kemmerer a 1st down late in the third quarter before it was taken away on a fumble. But this time, not messing with it is Bart Jernigan. He's going to punt. Back to punt, gets it away. High kick, not very deep though. This one's going to land at the 45-yard line, bounce into Lyman territory. And that one's going to actually roll to the 41-yard line. So that's where Lyman will take it with 11:14 to go here in the fourth quarter. Let's see if Lyman can make this a game. The Eagles, after scoring on their last possession, trail by 15 points. Once again, they went for 2 after that touchdown. Not sure if they do not have a reliable field goal kicker. I'll have to ask head coach Dale Anderson about that later this week. And I will report that live on my radio show. Once again, Tuesday, 10:30 to 11:30, 10:30 to 11 every week. I will be live talking all Bridger Valley sports, both Mountain View and Lyman. So if you're interested in Lyman football, Lyman volleyball, Mountain View football, Mountain View volleyball, tune in for that. Another spin around by Hagen Lemereau. Finds a bit of a hole there, but all for naught as he'll get a couple yards. He'll get out to the 43-yard line, so gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. So it sets up a 2nd and long. Once again, Lyman 0 for 2 passing in this game so far. Kemmerer also 0 for 2 passing. But the big play of the game, Lyman, an interception return for a touchdown from Kemmerer. Throwing out of their own end zone, Lyman threw it in a jump ball for Kemmerer, which they returned for a touchdown. This snap taken, sent up the right side, and wrapped up there by the Kemmerer defense. Slammed to the ground there. As the ball is at the 44-yard line. The Lyman 44-yard line, and it is another 3rd down here, a big one for Lyman as they will try to keep this drive alive and score. Just to keep you updated on some other scores in the area, our own Jake Hibbert broadcasting the Evanston football game. That is a 3A football game. They lead 35-8 in the 3rd quarter. So if you're an Evanston fan listening from Evanston, maybe you can listen to that broadcast as well. This snap mishandled, and that's going to be a huge loss on the play. Tackled at the 34-yard line. That one looks like it went a little high and off to the left as Brendan Martin not able to handle it. It goes over his shoulders after he tipped it, tried to pick it up and run for it, but could not. And a huge loss there on 3rd down almost makes it a situation where you can't go for it on 4th down now, as they are way behind the sticks now. Ball at the 33-yard line. It would have been 4th and 18, so... And we have a penalty on the field, so let's see what that is. See what that will change. Yeah, and that's going to be an encroachment or offside on Kemmerer, so field position all important in this game with 9:14 to go. That'll make it a 4th and 12 now. Still a little bit too long to go for it, though, for head coach Dale Anderson. He will punt and hope his defense can hold out once again. That punt taken, running up to receive it at the 31-yard line. He's going to run up the sideline. He's got a lot of room to run. Can he get tackled? And yes, he is tackled at the Lyman 36-yard line. A huge return right there for Kemmerer once again. Did not catch the number. I believe that was number 72, Nano Rickert, the junior, returning that one up the sideline for Kemmerer. A huge return there, and field position flipped. So even if Kemmerer is able to make even if Lyman's able to make a stop here, they might be pushed back way deep into their territory unless they can get a turnover, as the ball is at the Lyman 36-yard line. So Kemmerer set up here with 8:55 to play in the 4th quarter. This run taken up the hash mark and no gain on the play. Might give him about a half a yard on that run. So about a 2nd and 10, 2nd and 9.5, if you're being generous, for Kemmerer there. Quarterback looked like he wanted to take a wide, realized that Lyman was pushed out. The linebackers jumped out wide, so he tried to run up the hash mark. No gain on the play. Ball at the 35-yard line of Lyman. Kemmerer taking their time here as they should, up 21-6 in the 4th quarter. Fake handoff, actually given this time on the 2nd attempt, and that one's taken to the 22-yard line, just shy of the 1st down there. That's a run of about 8, so it'll be 3rd and 1. A big play here for Lyman in their defense. Probably 4-down territory regardless for Kemmerer. They will have probably 2 chances to get a 1st down here. barring how this play goes, I mean, if they lose about 10 yards, they might not be able to go for it. But at the 27-yard line, you might as well go for it on 4th down if they don't get it. This one run taking up the middle, and let's see where he's spotted. He actually lost half a yard on that play, so they will go backwards on 3rd down, and now make it about 3rd and 2. The line of gain is to the 25, and it's a 4th and 2 for Kemmerer here. The Rangers, 7 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Might as well go for it, try to run some time off the clock. If you don't get it, you're only giving the ball up at the 27-yard line of Lyman anyway. Motion out of the backfield. And that's going to be a timeout from Kemmerer. So Kemmerer will take some time to think about it. So will we when we return. It's a big 4th and 2 here. 6:54 to go in this 4th quarter. Rejoin us on mylocalradio.com.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
We are back here. 6:54 to play in quarter number 4. Week 2 action. Lyman 0-1 trying to get a win. Their first win on the season. Kemmerer 1-0. A forfeit victory last week. Trying to go to 2-0 for the first time in a while. A big 4th down. This run's going to be pushed up the middle. Let's see where the spot is. They have him just on the other side. Just on the near side of the 25. It's going to depend on the spot here. And they're going to give him a first down. They're going to say he hit the 25-yard line, which he needed to do. And that's a huge first down. A huge blow to the Lyman defense. Maybe inches the difference there between a first down for Lyman and a first down for Kemmerer on a turnover on downs. So Kemmerer will keep possession here. Tick, tick, tick. The clock goes down. Under 6.5 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. This snap taken, handed off, running up the right side. That's A.Q. Martinez, and A.Q. Martinez once again inside the 10-yard line. Man, he has made that turn up the sideline numerous times tonight. And if you give him enough space to get to that outside, and your linebackers, your safeties, corners, whoever it may be, are not able to get to that sideline before he does, he will turn the corner, and he has a lot of space to run. He gets that one to the 6-yard line, so a 19-yard run there for A.Q. Martinez. That puts him over 100 yards on the game. Bart Jernigan. Vicious hand motions back towards us because the clock had momentarily stopped. He was wondering why with 6:15 to go. A.Q. Martinez taking up the right hash mark. Keeps on pushing, but he is stopped just inside the 2-yard line. So another 4-yard rush from Martinez there. And this Lyman defense just looking beat up. At this point, with 6 minutes to go, they just have no answer for Martinez. Martinez, only a sophomore, but he uses that speed and that quickness where he just lowers his head and just keeps those feet moving, and it's hard to get him down on the ground. 5:40 and counting here in the 4th quarter. Ball at the 1.5-yard line, so a big defensive stand needed for Lyman if they're going to think about winning this game. And they're going to call a timeout, so Bert Jernigan didn't like what he saw. He'll call a timeout, his second of the half. When we return on mylocalradio.com, 5:31 to play in this game. Kemmerer leading 21-6.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
Kemmerer is 5.5 minutes away from moving to 2-0 on their season. Lyman 5:31 away from falling to 0-2. They're trying to change things around here. They'll need a big defensive stop if they stand a chance. Ball at the 1-yard line. This snap taken, sent up the middle, and that's a touchdown. Kemmerer Rangers once again. Another touchdown there. I believe that was A.Q. Martinez. Hard to see the black and red numbers from where I sit in the press box. But another touchdown for the Kemmerer Rangers. That makes it 27-6. And with 5:26 to go in the fourth quarter, that might just do it here in Kemmerer. Lyman will need 3 scores now in 5.5 minutes. They're going to need a miracle if they want to win this one. 5:26 to go here. Kemmerer back to kick the extra point. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. 28-6 here with 5:26 to go in quarter number 4. So Lyman not able to advance the ball in this one, and that might just do it. But Dale Anderson still has hopes here. 5:26. I've seen crazier things happen. Patriots did win the Super Bowl a time ago, trailing by a lot in the fourth quarter. But not saying the Lyman Eagles are the Patriots and the Kemmerer Rangers are the Falcons by any means, but have seen some crazy things happen. In fact, Kemmerer did score twice in the span of about a minute and a half to end the first half, so never out of reach completely, but a hard feat here. It's 28-6. Kemmerer lining the ball up at the 40-yard line to kick off. Kemmerer huddling up, and they will go trot out there and get ready to kick the ball. Looks like somebody's lined up offside, but no need. They will not be a flag thrown. Ball received at the 10-yard line for Lyman. Running up the gut there, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line for Lyman. It was Brendan Martin on the return. Gain of about 19 there on the return. So Lyman will start with the ball at about the 25-yard line. Just to keep you updated on some more Class 2A scores from around the conference. Number 1, Glen Rock is shutting out Newcastle at last check, 34-0. Number 2, Buffalo, same story. They're beating Thermopolis 41-0. Number 3, Mountain View up 35-6 over Big Piney. Burns leading Moorcraft in the fourth quarter, 41-30. And, of course, this game. So, no upsets as of yet, as that throw is incomplete off the hands at the first down marker. So that is the third pass of the game. All incomplete here for Lyman. I mean, I guess you could say one was complete from Lyman, just to the wrong team in return for a touchdown. That was Kemmerer's second touchdown of the game. It was an interception return for a touchdown. Not sure if this is an upset. Both teams unranked in the Class 2A standings on YOPreps.com going into the week. That's a run taken up the right side, and a loss of about a yard or two on that one. So Lyman backs up against the wall here, down 22 points. Can't really get their passing game going. They're 0 for 3 tonight. Their running game has not worked out for them. They had one good drive late in the third quarter. Looked like they might have made it a game, but Kemmerer responded by scoring a touchdown on their last drive after a huge punt return. Fumbled snap, picked up. He's going to be running up the sideline, running up the hash marks, and he will actually get a first down. So a fumbled snap there. The ball went straight on the ground. Kemmerer defense might have been out of position after that fumbled snap and tried to just go for the ball. And he was able to find his way up the hash mark on the right side near the lineman bench. And he gains 13, and it'll be a first down rush there. Ball is at the 36 of Lyman right now. Is 4.5 minutes to go in quarter number 4. Lyman needs to get going in a hurry if they want to win this one. Snap taken, going to be a direct run to the right side, and that's another first down carry. Gain of 12 on that one. So back-to-back plays with a first down there. Kemmerer fans on their feet, doing their customary cheer here as the students have a reason to cheer. 28-6 here, under 4 minutes to play. Lyman not really working with a lot of urgency. And they're actually going to call a timeout here. So 3:52 to go. Dale Anderson calls timeout. Rejoin us for possibly the final time on mylocalradio.com when we return.
1 in 5 Americans suffer from allergies found in indoor air, which can be up to 5 times more polluted than outdoor air. 307 service experts can clean the ductwork in your home and improve your indoor air quality. On average, over 15,000 house fires annually cause 300 injuries and 30 deaths, started because of clogged dryer vents. 307 service experts can clean your ductwork, making it safer. Whatever you need, whenever you need it. 307 service experts, just one call to fix it all. 307-789-6716.
Dale Anderson maybe not happy with the urgency or lack thereof of his offense. Called the timeout there. They have 2 remaining in this game. 3:52 to go. Anderson will make his way back to the sideline. His team will stand over the ball and get ready to play as Kemmerer trots back on the field here. So 3:52 to go in quarter number 4. Back in the shotgun is Lyman. He will drop back to throw it, and just in front of the tight end on that one, and incomplete. So another incompletion there from Lyman. Preston Brewer, the sophomore, was the intended target on that pass. That's 0 for 4 passing tonight from Hagen Lyman. Back in the shotgun with 3:49 to go in the fourth quarter is Lyman. 2nd and 10. He'll go back, pump fake, throw it up the right sideline, and he throws about 10 yards too far. Receiver not quick enough to get there. Blake Palmer, the intended target. 3:45 to play here in quarter number 4. Lyman has not been able to work their passing game tonight, and it has cost them as they trail 28-6. To their credit, they've held the Kemmerer Rangers to 0 for 2 passing, and Dale Anderson calls another timeout. So extending this game just a little bit longer here. 28-6, Kemmerer with the lead. When we return on mylocalradio.com, once again, my name is Sean Bennett.
Sometimes when you're shopping for a vehicle, you're not sure what you want, so you drop by and look at all the options. Other times you know exactly what you want. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, you can call us or schedule a test drive online. We'll have it ready when you get here. We're here to help you get exactly what you want on your schedule. So whether you want to browse or pre-schedule a test drive, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet is here for you. 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
Not sure if it's any surprise here, but I will announce my next week's broadcast right now, and you guessed it, we will be heading to Lovell, where the Mountain View Buffaloes will take on Lovell on the road next Friday at 7 p.m. is kickoff for that match, for that game. Join us for that one. This one not over yet, though. 3:43 to go. Lyman takes the snap, runs it, gains about a couple there, and gets the ball out to midfield. Or just shy. They're actually going to say land at the 49. So a 4th and 9 for the Lyman Eagles. Team that cannot throw the ball tonight has had no success throwing the ball tonight. Let's see what they do on a 4th and 9 with 3 minutes to play. Lamoureux back in the shotgun. He will take it. He's going to run it. He's going to look to pitch it. He does not. And maybe he should have, because he will go down at the 46-yard line, shy of the first down. And that's a turnover on downs. And Kemmerer will get the ball with 3:03 to play, looking to run out the score, run out the clock, and win this one. Kemmerer leading 28-6 in this game. The Lyman Eagles will drop to 0-2 on their season. Lyman defense, let's see if they can get one more stop, maybe get the ball back. With some time on the clock, first down should just about do it for Kemmerer as they look to edge out the win here and move to 2-0 for the first time in a while. Once again, if you're just joining us, Kemmerer leading 28-6 late in the fourth quarter, looking to polish off this victory and run out the clock. 2:54 and counting to go in this one. So, if you're a Lyman fan, maybe looking towards next week, you're going to play Cokeville in Lyman. Once again, that is a home game for Lyman, their first of the season. So come out and support the team. That will be a 4 p.m. kickoff against Cokeville. Cokeville, a 1A powerhouse. They defeated Mountain View earlier this season in week 1. So, avenge Mountain View, maybe? Maybe you can go up to Mountain View fans and say, hey, we beat a team that you didn't. I don't know, whatever you need to get through the day. As Kemmerer will run this one up the middle again. Ball gets out to the 46 of Lyman. And it'll be a third down and about 4. Checking in on that Class 1A, Cokeville beat Southeast tonight 48-13. So Cokeville is 2-0, Lyman 0-2. They will face off next week. Lyman, their first home football game of 2018. So if you're interested in going to see that game, make sure you take the trip out to Lyman and watch that one, as we will be in Lovell, where Mountain View Buffaloes and Lovell will play, trying to regain their spot at the top of Class 2A. This run's going to be taken up on the outside, the left side, and it's a first down. And you actually run out of bounds. Oh, head coach Bart Jernigan and kind of shaking his head as his player ran out of bounds there. He did not want that. As got to keep the clock moving, as he's telling his team as he comes off the field. .124 in counting as the clock will start. 1:21 on the clock now. He did run out of bounds, so the clock should not have started again. And here comes a knee, so let's see if this will officially end the game. Lyman with only one timeout. Could not stop the clock if they wanted to. Kemmerer will run out the final minute of this broadcast. Thank you for joining us once again. My name was Sean Bennett on mylocalradio.com. Next week we have Lovell and Mountain View. Should be a tremendous game. If you're interested in watching that one, that's a 7 p.m. kickoff at Lovell. The game will be broadcast on mylocalradio.com. I will be on the call once again for that one. So thank you to all who tuned in, stuck through this broadcast, just shy of 2-hour game here. Kemmerer takes a final knee. And once again, as the clock runs out, I would like to thank our sponsors of this broadcast: Reese Auto Service, Benedict's Market and True Value, Bridgerland CarQuest, Achieve Sports Medicine, Randy Christofferson, No Excuses, Just Results, Bridger Valley Motors, Bradshaw's Glass Towing and Fitness, McKay Frankham, Plains Tire, Wyoming Dental Specialties, Auto Farm, Castle Rock Chevrolet, MyLocalRadio.com, West Star Printing, Rocky Mountain Sign, Evanston Regional Hospital, and Rocky Mountain Yeti. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor, we still have spots available. Plenty of spots for both schools. You do not have to pick. You get both schools for the price of one. So please call us at our Evanston radio station, Cook Brothers Broadcasting out of Evanston. Once again, the final score, 28-6 here. Lyman falls to Kemmerer as they line up to shake hands. This game is over, and Kemmerer 2-0, Lyman 0-2. Thank you for listening to the broadcast. Once again, my name is Sean Bennett, signing off on mylocalradio.com.